Ladies and gentlemen, please introduce the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And now help me in welcoming the Prime Minister of Ireland, Edna Kenny.
Thank you for being here, Prime Minister, in this beautiful country of mine.
It is a pleasure to be here, Mr. President.
It's a huge honor.
By the way, I really like your tie. Wearing the presidents with my colors.
As you are wearing red, white, and blue.
Had to impress my biggest ally.
Yes, yes. See, we're here to discuss my anti-immigration act.
Which, if you ask me, Mr. President, is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I have a few ideas to make sure that this plan works. We're going to build a wall, 100 feet tall, around the United States, kind of like the Great Wall of China. It's going to be
pronounced
huge.
China, Mr. President. Pronounced China.
Like I said, China. It's going to be huge. All around America. It's going to be the Great Wall of America. It's going to be huge.
Now, who do you plan on making pay for the wall, Mr. President?
See, we're going to get Mexico to pay for it. Parts of China. They're all going to pay for it.
So basically, you're telling me you're going to get all the third world countries, with the exception of China, to pay for your wall.
That is correct.
Why not funnel some money from your own treasury department into it, sir? Because you don't have the money. Your country, last time I checked, is over $20 trillion in debt.
We don't need to, we could fund it ourselves, we don't need to. That's why we get these other countries to contribute. See, listen. 11 out of 10 Americans agreed to my anti-immigration act. 11 out of 10. And it was huge.
You know what? I did my own little poll in your country, Mr. President. A poll among my own people. 20 out of 10 Irish immigrants completely disagree with your anti-immigration and the way you're approaching it.
Well, there's a poll that there's only 100 Irish Americans in this country. Only 100.
Well, last time I checked, I thought there were about 500,000.
100, I believe.
Well, I don't know where you're getting your statistics from, Mr. President. But back to the whole wall thing. What would be the dynamics of the wall?
Well, it's going to be 100 feet tall. It's going to be made of like solid concrete. It's going to be a mile thick, all around the border of America. It's going to be huge.
Now, have you talked with the presidents of Canada and Mexico about this? Because it'll also go across their land too.
See, in Canada we have this agreement set up. We're going to be able to have gates with Canada because they're friendly. They don't invade our country with jobs. See, Mexico, every single one is taking our job. Every single one.
Last time I checked, Mr. President, and I do have a source inside your agriculture department. Last time I checked with him, he said that the only real jobs that the Hispanics have taken from your country are those in landscaping and house building, and with one exception as well, house maintenance.
See, we need some Americans doing that because we have a big, huge unemployment line, and we need some of these Mexicans to leave so we can fill those unemployees to do construction for houses and whatnot.
Well, you're talking about your own unemployment rate, Mr. President. But do you know what the unemployment rate in my country is? It's a lot higher than yours. Because I have a lot of your own immigrants coming into my country. American people coming into my country to live, work, eat, have kids. And you know what? They're stealing jobs from my people. And I really do not appreciate it.
See, I'm going to make sure more jobs are in America so people around the world that Americans can come back in.
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I just cannot bring myself to agree with that idea. Any others?
Well, this wall is going to be 100 feet tall.
But what about airplanes? And trains and cars? Because originally you said it was going to be hundreds of feet tall. And wouldn't that affect airplanes?
New idea. We're going to build a dome over America. It's going to be huge.
And what's it going to be made out of, Mr. President?
It's going to be made out of bulletproof glass.
But if you build a big old dome across your country, or over your country, around the country, how do you expect for planes and boats to be
See,
able to
we're
get
going to
in?
put windows in each dome, and the airplanes are going to have switches to open and close these windows.
Wait, the switches will be on the planes themselves. Is that correct?
Yes.
I do have to point out one little flaw, and by little I mean a major flaw, Mr. President. Is that if you put the switches on the planes, it's not a very good idea because planes nowadays, even though there's high security at airports all across the world, there are still those who can get by the security with fake passports and everything. So imagine if the switches are on the planes and there are illegals on the plane, and as soon as the switch is flipped and the door opens, those immigrants, illegal immigrants, will be right there in your country.
See, we're going to have policemen with jetpacks at each window, and they're going to check the plane, and we're going to make sure only certain people are allowed to come in, otherwise they're going to have to turn around. We're going to have also certain people in the plane to make sure that happens.
I'm going to cut you off right there, Mr. President, because I have a source inside of the Defense Department over here in the States, and he says your military is nowhere close to even developing a functional jetpack.
We have secret operation. There was a CIA that works in these kind of fields. My sources indicate that they have indeed jetpacks.
Do you have any physical proof of that, Mr. President?
Area 51.
Area 51 does not exist. Believe me, I've done my own reconnaissance. Plus I got the very secret resources.
Listen, you're not the President of the United States. We know Area 51, it does exist.
You know how I know it doesn't exist, Mr. President? Is the fact that we are on national television.